The weekend actuals are in, and I was a mere $7.4 million off with my Rise of Skywalker box office prediction. Hey everyone, I hope you're having a Merry Christmas. Sorry about no video this time. All the trappings and busyness of Christmas are making it impossible for me to do my usual setup, so just audio for the time being. That also might affect my Little Women video. It might come out a little later than I had hoped. Anyway, I don't make box office predictions very often, but when I do, I seem to be right. Way back in the spring of 2014, I made an opening weekend prediction for Captain America the Winter Soldier and a second weekend prediction for Noah, which came out a week prior. This picture is just me gloating after the fact, but if you look in the comments, you see the proof. A picture from my brother showing my prediction in his messages on his phone on the 31st of March. I predicted $100 million for Winter Soldier and $18 million for Noah. A few days after my prediction, Box Office Mojo posted their official prediction, $98.6 million for Winter Soldier, $18.9 million for Noah. Then the actual results, $95 million for Winter Soldier and $17 million for Noah, meaning even without the benefit of professional prediction for reference, I was only $5 and $1 million off respectively, and in the case of Noah, I was actually $900,000 closer than the professionals. Fast forward to November of 2015, a month and a half before The Force Awakens hit theaters, and you have this prediction, that The Force Awakens will have a $250 million opening weekend and continue on to beat Titanic for the number 2 spot on the worldwide total list. The biggest opening weekend ever at that time was Jurassic World earlier that year with $208 million. The predictions at the time for The Force Awakens were lower than mine, with the article I linked predicting $225 million plus. The actual total was $248 million. The professional prediction at Box Office Mojo that was made more than a month later and just a day before release was $231 million. The Force Awakens did come close to surpassing Titanic and getting second place at the worldwide box office. It became the third film to pass the $2 billion mark, and if you only count original releases, it did pass Titanic. But if you include all releases of Titanic up to that point, The Force Awakens still fell just over $100 million short. Not a terrible prediction, given we're dealing with numbers just over $2 billion. Fast forward again to December 13th of this year, when I predicted Rise of Skywalker would have a $170 million opening weekend. As of November 26th, I was already floating the idea that it wouldn't even break $200 million. At that time, industry predictions were $175 to $200 million, and the article stating that prediction specifically stated that this was on par with early tracking for The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. You already know The Force Awakens numbers. The Last Jedi opened at about $220 million. Leading to release, Disney was predicting a $160 million plus opening weekend. Studios always lowball predictions for their own films. As of the day of release, Box Office Mojo was predicting $190 million plus. The actual figure? $177.4 million. You may have noticed I made 2 other predictions about Rise of Skywalker. A domestic total under $400 million and a worldwide total under $1 billion. I'm a little nervous about those, especially the domestic total, but time will tell. In summary, for The Winter Soldier, my prediction was $100 million. The professional prediction that came days later was $98.6 million, and The Winter Soldier actually had a $95 million opening. For Noah, my prediction was $18 million. The professional prediction that came later was $18.9 million, and Noah actually had a $17 million second weekend. For The Force Awakens, my prediction was 250 million. The professional prediction that came more than a month later was 231 million. And The Force Awakens actually had a $248 million opening. For Rise of Skywalker, my prediction was 170 million. The professional prediction that came a week later and on the day of release was 190 million plus. And The Rise of Skywalker actually had a $177.4 million opening. I'm just right, and that's just the way it is. So why tell you all this? Why toot my own horn so dang loud? To let you know that just maybe I know what I'm talking about. That's right, this is an exercise to give credence to my own channel. And also because, hey, I was right, go me. So Merry Christmas everyone, be sure to like and subscribe. And my Little Women review is coming soon. Also, I predicted a Trump victory in 2016. Just saying.